In just over a day, the International Space Station is scheduled to be fully staffed once again.
4, 3, 2, 1, ignition, and liftoff. Go Falcon, go Dragon, and Godspeed Crew 12.
Never gets old seeing a launch. That's the crew of the SpaceX Crew 12 mission, a relief crew of 4 astronauts heading to the International Space Station, the ISS. This follows NASA's first ever medical evacuation last month that left the ISS with just 3 astronauts on board. It's scheduled to arrive at the ISS tomorrow afternoon. Mike Massimino is here with us now. He's a former NASA astronaut and a professor of engineering at Columbia University. Mike, good morning. Great for you to be with us this Friday. Let's talk about this mission, because I know you've not spent time in the ISS, but it's only had 3 people on board for the last several weeks. How important is it for this crew to get there so that it's fully staffed once again?
Thanks for having me, Errol. I think the major difference that happened once we went down to a crew of 3 was that there was one person, there was 2 Russian cosmonauts and 1 person on the American side, Chris Williams. So it left it a little understaffed for that long, for those weeks, which meant most of the maintenance got done, the things that had to get done got done, but a lot of the science did not get done that they had planned to do. So now with the 4 new crew members coming up, 3 for the U.S. side to join Chris, they're going to be able to get back to that full complement of experiments, get back to the science on the ISS.
And I know that on every astronaut's mission, the schedule is tight. There's a checklist of what you want to achieve. For this crew, there have been a lot of schedule changes because of all this. What kind of challenges does that present?
Usually you get moved in the other direction. Usually you get delayed. Something happens, whatever it is, and you get moved in the other direction. You get delayed. So this is a little bit different, that you get moved up. I think it was fine. It didn't compromise any of their training. From my perspective, if I was in that situation, I would be excited about going a little bit earlier. But it does cut down on some of the things that you were maybe hoping to get ahead on. Maybe a little extra time with the family before you left got sacrificed in this case. So I think it was probably an inconvenience in some ways, maybe, but I think overall it's probably something they were very happy about. And certainly they wouldn't have launched a crew unless they were 100% ready to go, which they are.
Yeah, I want to ask you about the other mission, Artemis 2. This one will head toward the moon, will orbit it with humans for the first time in, 50 years. What are you looking forward to from that mission?
I am so excited about this. I mean, I'm excited about my friends that launched into space earlier today, but I'm very excited too for the folks going to the moon, because this is something that we've been hoping to be able to do for decades. When I first became an astronaut back in 1996, we thought that me or one of my classmates back then would be going to the moon relatively in short time, and maybe say 10, 15 years from that point. But that didn't happen. We're 30 years from that point now. And finally, we're getting the folks back there. So I'm very excited for them. I told the commander when I saw him right after they were assigned, Reed Wiseman, I said, Reed, I'm more excited for you getting assigned to this than I was excited than the excitement I had for myself getting assigned to my flight. He said, I know how you feel, Mike, because I'm going to be really excited about the next flight to the moon when we actually land, more than his own. So I think it's something exciting for all of us. I hope that people will look at this as a great step forward for us leaving the planet, not just for a visit to the moon, but this is the first step in settling on the moon and using its resources and understanding what we can learn there, maybe using it as a launch pad to explore even further. So yeah. I'm really hopeful. I don't think they should rush it. They've already delayed it a bit, and they may delay it a little bit more. But whenever they go, I'm going to be very happy and excited for them.
They've got to get it right, and there's so much potential from these missions, as you allude to. Mike Massimino, always great to follow you on social media as well. Viewers should look for Astro Mike out there. We appreciate you waking up early and joining us today.
You bet. My pleasure. Thanks, Errol.